Going on, everybody? Today is May 24th, 2023. I just wanted to do a quick ES price action recap for the day. I took a couple of trades in the morning session. I just wanted to explain my thought process during the morning and the outlook I was expecting. So first, we're just going to look at the daily bias I was expecting going into the day. I'll put that up on the screen right now. So I was expecting lower prices overall. We had multiple sell-side liquidity points that I was interested in reaching at least by Thursday. And then we had a FOMC news driver at 1400, which I was expecting to give some volatility to the downside. This is the first of the three pictures I posted into the daily bias chat. So we had took out that short-term buy side, that dotted line, and then we traded down below a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, fair value gap. And then we were trading into that blue box there, which is another one. I annotated that sell side liquidity there at 4112 in that red line. That was the drawn liquidity I was looking for the day. And then there was also a sell side liquidity point at 4120 I was interested in. Second picture just confirmed my bias is the YM chart on the daily. We had those stacked relative equal lows to the downside that I wanted to be swept as well. And then dropping down to a 4-hour chart on the ES just to get a bigger picture. We took out the buy side, market structure shift in orange, and then we had a sibi that I wanted to see fill before we attacked the sell side liquidity outlined in red. We didn't end up filling that 4-hour, but we displaced to the downside as expected, and then we took out that 4120 level, which isn't annotated, but it is the 17th low right here. We're also trading within the dealing range premium for quite a while, for about a week, so I wanted to see some sort of attack below that 41.45 equilibrium point into discount. So going into the 1-minute chart, we had the 930 open there, and we had displacement to the downside going into 950, which confirmed the bias that I was interested in. The first trade I took was the 950 macro trade. So I was looking for a fair value gap to form to short into the 4120 sell side liquidity pool, as well as just looking for 5 points. So on the 1-minute chart, we did get these displacement candles that were inefficiently delivered. And then you can see we also formed some fair value gaps here in the form of sibis. If you accelerate it forward, we do tap into the sibi there. So once I saw that, I was interested in shorting it, just looking for that 5-handle run. So if we look here from the discount of the sibi, we're looking for 5 points there, so that would put us at 4123.5. That's all I was looking for to short. So tapped into it again, and then eventually left it and displaced down to that 5-handle run point. And I was still looking at this for this 4120 level. And if you look here, we're already past the 10 a.m. point, which is the silver bullet model. So displacement to the downside, looking for another sibi to form. You can see we do have this secondary sibi right here to short. So I was looking to add more contracts on into the sell side liquidity at 4120, and then we also had that 4112.25 level that I'll draw right there. So this is the sibi I was interested in. Traded up into it. I added one more contract on MES there, and then the stop was also accommodating this sibi high up here. And again, looking for those 5 points. So entrance was here, and then I was looking for 5 points, which would be 4119.25 there on the extra contract. See, we respected it with the candles. We traded slightly above it, and then we traded below and closed below. Then I was looking for displacement, and then there you go. We popped through that 4120 hourly sell side liquidity point, and then we eventually got down to the 5-handle run mark that I was looking for. And then I'll put that trade up on the screen right now so you can see I entered 3 MES on the 950 macro, got out of one, and then added another contract, got out the rest, and then I was stopped out on the last contract, which you can't see on that picture. That runner, I was looking for the 4112 level, didn't end up getting it. Another thing I wanted to point out was the lunch trade. So we had these relative equal lows down here as sell side liquidity. Going to lunch hour, we swept those on ES. Right there, there's a sweep of the sell stops. So when you have a lunch hour sweep, typically it wants to sweep the stops and then reverse in the other direction. So if it took out the buy stops during the lunch hour, I would expect a PM session to dip lower. But since we took out the sell stops here during lunch hour, I was expecting a PM session reversal up into the buy side liquidity points, at least at 930 up here, or to possibly 41.47, which is that 824 high. And then if you look at NQ at the same exact time, so if you look at the lunch hour here, you have that 11 a.m. low, sell side, and then we actually failed to sweep it here during lunch hour. So that's your bullish SMT, which supports price levels accelerating to the upside during the PM session there. Then going further on into the PM session, we had the FOMC minutes at 1400, which is this news driver right here, this giant wick. So I wasn't really interested in trading the PM session, the PM session silver bullet, or the PM macro. And as you can see, it was just somewhat of just an up and down movement, no clean entries into the PM silver bullet, and then the PM macro just accelerated upwards. And we did take out the 930 high going into roughly 1530. Then we just placed lower into the close, and then post market we ran out the high once more and then gapped up. So overall, not a bad AM session. Was able to capture 2 profitable trades to the downside, and then I was flat the rest of the day. Those 2 trades were called on my Discord live stream for my mentorship group. There's currently a 7-day free trial. If that interests you, I'll put the link in the description. It'll be the first link down below. I'll be streaming tomorrow, so make sure to catch that. No, ICT did a market review video. I'll put that in the description as well, in case that interests you. And until the next video, good luck and good trading, everyone.